Every year, over 1.7 million railcar loads of hazardous materials move across North America's rail network. From crude oil and chlorine gas to lithium batteries and industrial chemicals, these shipments keep our economy running. But one missing placard, one incomplete manifest, or one overlooked safety requirement can shut down your entire shipment at the rail yard. Understanding hazmat compliance isn't just about avoiding delays, it's about protecting communities and keeping your supply chain moving. Hazmat rail shipping falls under three main regulatory frameworks. The Department of Transportation's Pipeline and Hazardous Materials Safety Administration sets the packaging, labeling, and documentation standards through Title 49 CFR. The Federal Railroad Administration governs rail-specific safety requirements like railcar inspections and crew training. Finally, each of the 6 Class 1 railroads, BNSF, Union Pacific, CSX, Norfolk Southern, Canadian National, and CPKC, maintain their own additional safety protocols and acceptance criteria that can vary significantly between carriers. Proper classification starts with your safety data sheet and determines everything downstream. The UN identification number, proper shipping name, hazard class, and packing group must all align perfectly. For example, paint classified as UN 11263 might require different packaging than UN 11263 paint waste. The most common compliance failure we see is incorrect classification leading to wrong packaging requirements. Your chemical supplier should provide this information, but ultimately the shipper bears legal responsibility for accurate classification. Packaging requirements for rail hazmat are far more stringent than truck shipments. Rail moves involve longer distances, more handling, and extreme temperature variations. DOT specification packaging like 17C steel drums or 4G fiberboard boxes must meet specific performance standards, including drop tests and pressure requirements. Many shippers assume their regular industrial packaging will work. It won't. Rail-specific packaging often costs 2 to 3 times more than standard containers, but non-compliance can mean rejected loads and emergency response costs. Documentation creates your legal protection and operational roadmap. The shipping paper must include the proper shipping name, identification number, hazard class, total quantity, and unit of measure in exact DOT format. Emergency response information must travel with every shipment, including 24-hour emergency contact numbers. Rail carriers also require their own waybill information and may demand additional certifications. One missing signature or incorrect hazard class notation can trigger a rail yard rejection. Placarding and marking requirements differ significantly between truck and rail transport. Railcars require specific hazmat placards on all 4 sides, even for small quantities that might not require placarding on trucks. The 1,000-pound aggregate rule applies differently to rail shipments, and mixed loads create complex placarding scenarios. Orientation arrows, hazmat labels, and proper shipping name markings must all be clearly visible and weatherproof. Faded or missing placards are among the top reasons for rail yard delays. Railcar selection directly impacts your compliance requirements and costs. Tank cars for liquids require specific certifications and inspection dates. An overdue inspection means automatic rejection. Covered hoppers for dry bulk chemicals need proper gasket seals and cleaning certificates. Even standard boxcars carrying hazmat in packages require placarding and may need special handling instructions. Your rail logistics provider should verify railcar suitability before loading, because discovering incompatibility at the destination costs thousands in demurrage and rerouting fees. Getting hazmat compliance right the first time protects your supply chain and your bottom line. Work with experienced professionals who understand both DOT regulations and railroad-specific requirements. Invest in proper classification, packaging, and documentation from the start. The cost of compliance is always less than the cost of rejection. At Steel Wheel Logistics, we guide shippers through every aspect of hazmat rail compliance, from initial classification to final delivery. Visit steelwheellogistics.com to discuss your hazmat shipping requirements with our rail specialists.